The amount that jury's asked for, the way the numbers are sequenced, it's significant if you know the history.
The numbers represent a run of cards. It's the dead man's hand. You know, the cards that
Wild Bill Hickok was holding when he was shot dead.
Yeah, that's right. 2 8s, 2 aces, and a jack of diamonds.
Okay. So he contaminates the water supply. The entire town gets sick. He can ransom the antidote for any amount of money. Why base it on the dead man's hand?
I don't know. I mean, the cards, they did play a big part in our family history. Mine and Jerry's.
Spinelli, what'd you find on Dr. Keenan?
My investigative efforts were... Stone Cold, you look hot. By which I mean to say, you look flushed and feverish, as if you're running a temperature, which is alarming given the contaminant in the water supply.
I need you to focus and tell me what you found out about Dr. Keenan.
Well, my investigative efforts in the last frontier, or as its license plate espouse, north to the future.
Spinelli.
They were successful. I have information on Dr. Keenan.
Ewan?
What about Keenan?
Well, shortly after medical school, Dr. Keenan began his psychiatric practice at the Good Samaritan Hospital in Anchorage, Alaska.
Were there any investigations, lawsuits, ethic violations, anything that we can use?
No indication of any wrongdoing. But I did discover that he had a very special patient.
Who?
John Jacks, father of Jerry and Jasper. It turns out that Dr. Keenan was treating him for depression, but the family then elected to seek alternative treatment and removed the elder Jacks to the town of Brisbee, Arizona.
I don't really care about John Jacks. I care about Dr. Keenan.
But Dr. Keenan was eventually summoned to Arizona to continue his treatment.
Dr. Keenan followed John Jacks to Arizona.
Hence my visit to the quaint town of Brisbee.
Wait, you're in Arizona right now?
Yeah, and in the very hospital that John Jacks died.
Was Keenan with John Jacks when he died?
That is yet to be determined.
That's very important. I need you to find out. I need to know.
With greatest respect, you are suspicious of Dr. Keenan, which may make this connection seem more ominous than it actually is. But, you know, conversely, Elizabeth thinks that he's innocent, so this may all seem benign to her.
Not anymore. Keenan kidnapped Elizabeth.
My father acquired the dead man's hand years ago.
The actual cards?
Yes, the very ones. He believed that they brought him luck. He never got sick, managed to acquire a great amount of wealth, and raised a loving family.
Loving, except for Jerry.
Jerry wasn't always like this. And when we were growing up, Jax's were a tight-knit bunch.
Your dad thought it was because of some cards?
Yes. He credited those cards for every good thing that ever happened to him.
Jax's father.
When the cards were stolen from my father, he spared no expense trying to find them. But as the search grew hopeless, he got weaker and weaker, and eventually fell into a deep depression. He begged me to find the cards and bring them back.
Okay, but how are they connected to you, brother? And can it lead us to where he's hiding the counteragent? Why is he tying the ransom amount to the dead man's hand?
Excuse me, Lieutenant Mayor Lomax wants to speak to you on the phone.
Tell the mayor I will call her when I have something to report.
Whoever put you in charge didn't do you any favors, did they?
I assume no one else wanted the job.
Are you guys feeling a little weird?
Are you okay?
I'm just a little warm.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jax, go ahead. Tell John about Jerry and the cards.
You sure?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Hey, can you start with how your father got them?
My father was always vague about the details, but I was under the impression that he acquired the dead man's hand in a card game.
Okay. How did your brother fit in with all this?
He didn't.
Okay, if he's not connected to the dead man's hand, why mention it in the ransom
I don't
demand?
know. But before any of us get any sicker, I'm going to find out.
You don't think Dr. Keenan is capable of hurting Elizabeth, do you?
He's desperate, so who knows?
Well, one thing we do know is that Elizabeth is both wise and beautiful, so hopefully her wisdom will prevent her from antagonizing him, and her beauty will soothe his turmoil. But she will keep things under control until she finds a way to contact
She called last night. Dr. Keenan stopped the call before we could trace it.
Tell me that you recorded that conversation?
You know, I think... Fine. I'll get you your money, although I'm not sure what you're going to do with it in here.
Oh, it's a temporary stay, I can assure you.
Right. You have an exit strategy.
Of course, always.
So, I'm here. Deal with me. Now, I'm not exactly sure how you weaseled your way in here, but time's up. Let's go.
Is that Sweet Sam? Oh, I missed you. You look a little pale, though. Are you still on board with the lieutenant's plan?
Go to hell.
Oh, come on. Where's your killer with a heart of gold, darling?
Just go, Sam. I'll deal with
I
it.
thought you wanted to die in Jason's arms. Sam? Are we not on speaking terms? Darling? I guess not.
Did you get the MP3 file I just emailed you?
Once I analyze this recording of Elizabeth's phone call, I should be able to triangulate her position, which in turn should bring you closer to finding her.
Damn it. Is that a state trooper? Is it? Is he pulling us over? No. I think he's pulling someone else over. Yeah. We're okay. So do you mean what you say? Are you gonna help me?
Did you find anything?
No. What did I do? I have money. A lot of people in this town have money. Jerry wants money. Let's give him the money. Let's make this whole thing end.
What's the matter with you, huh? Beyond the obvious. What kind of message are you sending? You poison our water supply, we'll give you millions of dollars. You'll have every crackpot in the country doing the same
but at least
stunts.
I'm doing something. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. That's your strategy.
That's what
you're
you're
gonna
coming
do
up
nothing?
with? Hey. Hey, you okay? You sure?
Sam, what's your take on this? Don't you think we have to give Jerry money?
Stop.
I know you don't like me right now, okay?
Please. My throat is raw. My body hurts everywhere.
Yeah.
And I have one hell of a headache.
Exactly. You want the headaches to get worse? Or we raise the money, we give it to Jerry before we all wind up in the ground.
Oh, that's lovely.
What is it?
Church bells chiming on the hour from the south.
How do you know they're coming from the south?
Well, there's only one church within possible driving distance that has that kind of carol on. St. Mary's Church in the woods near Bell Forest.
How do you even know that? Never mind. You said south. Keep going.
All right, by altering frequencies just so, it is clear that Elizabeth is roughly 1.8 miles north of the chapel, and that's based on the sound of the rocks.
What rocks?
Being hauled from a quarry like the one on 123 east of Fieldston.
But what if 1.8 miles north of St. Mary's is just where Elizabeth made the call and they kept driving?
You mean?
Lieutenant 911 is swamped with people calling in saying they're starting to get sick, and there's a huge crowd outside that's demanding to know what GH and the PCPD are planning on doing about the situation, sir.
Tell the press the doctors at GH are working with the CDC to develop a cure. Go.
Oh, yeah, a whole city of sick people is going to accept that as a solution. How about you, Sam? Does that work for you?
I just don't want Jerry to get what he wants, that's all.
So that we're gonna die? It's just money. We give him money. It's not even your money.
Pay him. You'll end up with nothing, and you have copycats from here to Tuesday, all right? While the doctors are isolating a counteragent, we're gonna find the one that Jerry Jacks already has.
Okay. You have any clue where that is?
Hey, where'd you go?
I had to get my gun.
Right. It's true what you said before. My analysis of the phone call will only tell us where Elizabeth was when she made the call. But I'm hoping that's enough for you to find her.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, Spinelli.
It's my understanding that the Port Charles Airport is closed until further notice, so it may take me a while to journey home.
Yeah, there's a quarantine. There's no way you can get back here if you wanted to.
But I do want to very much. I want to be with my friends.
Don't worry, I'll call you when this is over.
Listen, do you have any idea where
Tear it apart if you have to. Tell me what you find.
McBean, do you have any idea where Jerry has the antidote?
I'll call you back. Shut up, Manning.
Fine. You stay here. You do nothing. You be noble and righteous and dead.
Make sure he doesn't get back in. How you feeling? You okay?
You didn't answer him. Do you have any idea where Jerry put the counteragent?
It depends. Do you know where those cards are?
No, I'm not gonna shoot Jerry. I'm gonna force him to give me the counteragent, and then I'll bring it back for you.
What if you don't make it back in time? Just take me with you.
I don't want you anywhere near Jerry Jacks. Listen, Elizabeth, no matter what happens, okay, please know that I care about you, and I swear I'm gonna prove it to you by fighting. Hey!
Jason!
Get back or I'll shoot!